Happy New Year, dear Virgo. Welcome, welcome. This is Kathy from Divine Debut. We're in 2020 now, and welcome, welcome to a new year, a new paradigm shift that we're moving through. Let's see it unfold in your reading. This is the first reading of the year for you. From the 1st till the 15th of 2020, the divine spread as I usually do, dear Virgo. What's going on? What's happening? It is the time of Capricorn. Now, whatever is going on with those eclipses, which are happening, Christmas we had the eclipse in Capricorn, a new moon solar eclipse it was in Capricorn, which for you is in a very positive aspect to your sign. Now, this is going to be a full moon on the 10th of January. Full moon, lunar eclipse, in the house of Cancer, and that is in another positive aspect to you, Virgo. So these eclipses, even though they may be a little bit shaky, are hoping to bring you very positive outcomes and things to do with what is Cancer and Capricorn. Work, home, stability, career, your social standing may be changing. We've got so much going on in Capricorn. I have done an astrology update video. If you want to watch that, that went up about a week ago. Wow, Virgo. Thank you, Source. Thank you for that. This is Pluto. Pluto and Saturn are coming together in the sign of Capricorn. We've got Jupiter there. Your ruling sign, planet, Mercury is also there. The South Node is there. There's a lot of karma going around. Now, I've just done the Leo reading, and they had the judgment call, the judgment card, which is the judgment calling for me. They had it as well, not as the Karma Dharma position, but for those of you that are cuspers with Leo, please watch that. Beautiful. This is rebirth. This is a second chance. This is very karmic. It's a time of an awakening. This is a wake-up call for everyone on a collective. But dear Virgo, having this card in the Karma Dharma position, you may be dealing with someone who's got strong Scorpio. Scorpio is death and transformation. It's the house of intimacy, being intimate with your feelings, with your physical body, being in a very strong connection, committing. It's sharing the money of your partner, money from other sources. So beautiful, beautiful. Uranus in Taurus is also moving, starting to move direct, but it's just going to start to station. So that means it's totally stopped, and it's going to start turning direct in the sign of Taurus, which again is in a very positive aspect to your sign, dear Virgo, to our sign. So let's take the cards, dear Spirit. There we are. Dear Spirit, let's take the cards for Virgo. And I'm going to keep this card right there. We've got a wake-up call, a shift. Again, this is Pluto. Pluto is transforming your life, Virgo. Ooh, let's see it. It's going to be quick. It's going to be radical. That's Uranus for me. This card is Uranus as well as Pluto. Uranus is all about our values in Taurus. Taurus is also the money house. It's also the earth, of course. Self-worth. This is an awakening. Let's see what's hidden from you. And as I always say, I love the Tower. This is what your reading is sitting on. Something is quickly shifting for you. Let's take what is this card here. And we've got the illusion. Obviously, the illusion is breaking. Now, this is Piscean, and this is your partnership house. Neptune could have been giving you clouded judgment. For those of you that are rising Virgo, and Virgo, obviously, Virgo sun, you do... we have Neptune, which rules Pisces, in your 7th house of partnership. So for some of you, this could be breaking the illusion. okay, of what's been going on in your partnerships. Now, Neptune can also be unconditional love, so it can go either way, a very spiritual love. Let's look at the recent past for Virgo. We've got the Eight of Wands, which are Cupid's love arrows. This is flight travel as well. In the now position, we have the Lovers, which is Gemini, but it's also a very divine union. Okay, are you going with your head or your heart, dear Virgo? It's time to go with your heart. Virgo naturally goes with their head. They're very logical. They do the math. They're planners. They strategize. But here there is no room for strategy. This is going to happen from one moment to the other. What's your trajectory? What's your goal? Work, putting in the effort, and this being in the area of career, it says you've been doing the work. Now, if this has got anything to do with what's going on in Capricorn, it's saying that you need to put in more effort. Saturn asks for more effort before it can materialize, make something real for you. Let's see what the action and advice is. And we've got the Three of Pentacles, expansion and growth. This is collaboration as well. This is being noticed with what you do. Let's look at the outcome, Virgo. And we've got the Fool. You're on a brand new cycle. You're ready to go on that adventure. You are the warrior at this time. This is Aries, and Aries is new beginnings. The Fool can be a little bit foolish if you've been dealing with someone that was quite deceptive, quite the illusionary, the magician, I can say, someone who has been hiding things from you. They've been giving you those rose-colored glasses. This is what's happening. No, you can't see. This is confusion. But this can also speak of having many choices. And the divine, which it's a number 7, the divine looks like is giving you the choices at this time. What is happening in the divine position for Virgo, please? Spirit, Archangel Michael, what does the divine have in store for Virgo around this time, beginning of 2020? And we've got some sort of a celebration. Now, Virgo has got two threes. Threes can speak of too many people in the picture, but this can also speak of coming together with your tribe, with your friends, with your sisters. We could be talking about 3 sisters here. There is some sort of a celebration around new beginnings. What's at the bottom of the deck for Virgo? We've got the Wish, 9 of Cups. Someone feeling as though they've accomplished something. Obviously here, he's got a smirk on his face. He's very proud of himself, and he feels as though he has accomplished a lot. Okay, what's missing from here is that Ace of Cups, to be at total bliss. But this is a wish fulfillment. What's beneath that? We have equilibrium, giving and receiving. Libra, the scales are balanced here. This is generosity. This is abundance, where you could be the one that is helping others that are in need, or you may be given more equilibrium, more equality in a relationship. Now, of course, here, this is someone helping people who are in need. We could say that this could be the other way, that someone is being very generous with you. What's beneath that? And we've got the Four of Swords. Four of Swords, so Virgo is obviously healing from something. Some of you are meditating. This is a very good time to meditate, because the veil is very thin, and we can, with the eclipse energies, we can see through to new paradigms, to other layers, to other dimensions. Okay, let's take some more cards. First of all, I'd like to look at your love life. Romance angels for Virgo, please, Spirit. So we do have Gemini here, and Virgo and Gemini are ruled by Mercury. Mercury is transiting through Capricorn as well. And Mercury is all about communication, business, collaboration, being mobile, any gadgets. Gemini is, the Lovers, I should say, is a number 6. So this is a blessed union. This is Archangel Michael blessing this union. What's going on for Virgo, please? Archangel Michael, what's happening in love for Virgo? And we have very soon. Clearly decide what you want so that it comes to you now. We've got very soon and we've got now as well. So time is very fluid in the tarot, and therefore for others of you this is saying very soon. For others of you it's going to be now. Now I see this card is just calling me to take it, so I will, because not all Virgo people are in the same situation. And we've got soulmate. And I think I will leave it at that, because that card was calling to me and I said, okay, I've got to take it. Yes, this is your soulmate. So Virgo is very, very happy at this time. I'm dying to take a card here on this Tower and see what this sudden shift is. Now the Tower, this position here is usually anything to do with home, family, heritage, extended family as well, but also your security. This is the area of Cancer. If we're looking at the divine spread as the horoscope wheel, this would be your home. So this is where the shift is happening. Something to do with your security, your foundation, anything around motherhood, your parents. Okay, so let's take a card. First of all, I'd like to take the Tower, and then I will take on the Karma Dharma position of the Judgment card. Let's take the Tower. And it's incredible to see the Tower when Uranus is starting to turn direct in the sign of Taurus. Now, Taurus is it's another earth sign, so therefore so therefore whatever is happening in Taurus is in a positive trine to Virgo, to the house of Virgo. The Emperor is number 4. He speaks of stability. This is Aries, this is Taurus. Could you be dealing with someone that has got Aries or Taurus? We've also got Gemini, we've got Scorpio, Aquarius. And we've also got Neptune here, Pisces, but I feel that that's your 7th house of relationship. Nevertheless, the Emperor can be quite Saturnian, quite strict. Okay, there is a shift here. I think Leo had, they had similarities with these cards. They had the Emperor here and the Towers right next to it. So if there have been restrictions, there's going to be a change. Quickly, something is coming down. For others of you, this could be quickly building your stability out of the blue. Let's look at the Judgment card. This is a second chance at something, dear Virgo. We have the King of Swords, which Leo also had. I must admit, Leo did have the King of Swords and the Emperor. Now, the King of Swords is someone who can be quite aloof, cold, outspoken, maybe difficult with words as well. He's not someone who shows emotion. Could that be the transformation that's going on? That this King of Swords, if you've been dealing, because we've got the King of Swords is someone who is not showing any emotion, no passion. We've got the Emperor, which is showing passion and could be aggression, but no emotion. What is missing is the emotion. Let's see what comes after the Judgment card. And we've got the 7 of Pentacles, which says that suddenly there's going to be a shift, and somewhere along the line you're going to be trying to do the math about your investments, about what you've been trying to build on. Someone is looking at a situation, at a change. Let's take another card. Now, a 7, as I said again, is Spirit. What it's saying to me is take your time. Whatever you have been working on and investing on, there's going to be some sort of a completion. Leo had the card here. Now, whatever you've invested on is going to be a successful completion or expansion of it. This is hard work, finishing a karmic cycle. This is fixed energy. Therefore, it's hard to get through, hard to get to the end of it. Now, it's also hard to expand a business on the world market. I do see the World card as a successful ending to a chapter. Now, Venus is here, which can be projects, money, love. Some of you could be dealing with someone that is of the world, someone who could be at a distance, someone who's very, someone who loves to travel. This could also be your energy where you're thinking about travel. We do have the Fool card here. There is some sort of an ending, but the past and I think that the past and the future are meeting here in your reading. We do have the Judgment, which is something to do with something that's died in the past, something that didn't breathe any life into it, it was gone, is starting to resurrect again. So it's got the past and the future, which is the risk of something new, taking that risk, taking that next step and going for it. Are you going to fly or are you going to fall and hurt yourself? And again, Aries is the warrior. Aries is new beginnings. Let's take another card on this, Emperor and the Tower in your foundation. And we've got another 4, the 4 of Cups. Now, this is an offer that is not noticed, not accepted. If you have been dealing with this Emperor and there is a sudden shift, there is a sudden shift, there is a breaking down of your stability, okay, or the Saturnian energies of the Emperor. If this has been someone that was quite restrictive, they may be offering you their love again, but I don't know that you're going to accept it, Virgo. Now, the 10 of Cups just fell over the 7 of Cups. So we've got 17 Cups here. Now, this is family bliss, a brand new beginning because the cycle ends, okay? You go from the 7 to the 10. We've got the 3 here, which is also... it adds, like with the 7, it goes to the 10. So there are completions. There is a lot of happiness. You're going to have a lot of choices to make. But if we put these together, because the 10 breaks into the Ace, it turns into 7 plus 1 is 8 Cups. Could you be finding your happiness by walking away? 8 of Cups says that someone has invested time, emotion. They haven't found those 2 of Cups. Now, the hand of the divine is giving you that Ace of Cups, a new beginning. What are you going to do with it? Now, new beginning and some sort of, because if we look at it here, we've got the 3 of Cups here and the 4 here, that's 7 of Cups. So could it be that the Emperor is someone that was trying to keep you in a dream state, keep you in... not by not knowing the truth. Let's look at that 8 of Wands, which is in the recent past, which is Cupid's love arrows, flight, travel, quick messages of passion, creativity, inspiration. And we've got the Empress, the arrows of love, the Empress. The Emperor is right here. Now, usually they come from the same place. Okay, this could be a soulmate connection that could be changing depending on who this Emperor is for you. Now, the Empress is sending messages, it looks like, to the King of Swords. Is that the case? The Empress is someone who's very loving. She is very Venusian. She's ruled by Venus. Therefore, she stands for Taurus and Libra. Libra is the partnership house, and Taurus is value. So the Empress could be that she is manifesting something. She's the mother of the earth. She's very abundant. She gives a lot. She's very magnetic, very attractive, and she's all about love. So they are love messages. Let's see what that Nine of Cups is in the now position. And we have the Knight of Pentacles, Virgo, which is you. Obviously, could be another earth sign, of course. Knight of Pentacles is holding that Ace of Pentacles, thinking about the future. So you got to a point of some sort of a wish. You've been given this pentacle, this promise of something that's going to stabilize, something that's going to turn into reality. Oh, wow. Okay, that Nine of Cups was the general energy, which I put it too close and I thought that that was the now position. That's the general energy, and you've got the Knight of Pentacles. So generally, you're being very careful. You have received some wish, or you are receiving some wish, an emotional wish, but you're also looking at your planning, as I said before, and you're strategizing for your new path. Let's look at the Lovers in the now position. This could be a head over heart decision, Virgo. And we've got Judgment again. So double messages mean that both people, whoever you are dealing with, they are in the same boat. They feel the same. A lot of Scorpio energy, Pluto. Now, this is, Scorpio is money from other sources. Judgment calling again is saying that this love, whatever this love is, it will start to resurrect. It will become alive again. So if this is something to do with the past, because this is a divine union, no doubt, and look at the similarities. I did call for Archangel Michael before, and he's here in both cards. He is very present. Archangel Michael is my spirit guide, and he is saying that Virgo is being given a second chance. Second chance at business, second chance at love, second chance at receiving the blessings for the hard work that they've been doing. What's that Eight of Pentacles, please, Spirit? And we've got the Hermit. So some of you could be in a career where you're very spiritual. This is your energy, dear Virgo. This is your card. The Hermit is someone who's been working very hard, doing their homework in their cave. This is speaking about seeing the light, looking for the answers. Virgo does look for the details. Now, the Hermit could also be, again, could be a doctor for some of you that are dealing with health issues, as is the King of Swords. This could be a doctor. The Hermit could be a physician, someone, a specialist, someone that is looking for the details. The Hermit is one step before the Wheel of Fortune. Some of you have been behind the scenes, classical Virgo, doing two jobs or preparing, strategizing, manifesting but not to the world, manifesting behind the scenes. And it looks as though now, and for Virgo, as I said, Capricorn is their fifth house of true love, romance, risk-taking. Capricorn can also be career, of course, whatever you've created, dear Virgo. Your risk is going to pay off. And of course, for Virgo, Cancer is their 11th house. 11th house is the house of wishes and dreams. Okay, and it's also being part of a large group, an association, but it's also the money house after a career. So Virgo, looks like financially things are looking really good. Now, where love is concerned, you may have your head down too hard, too much work, not enough play. Now, whatever is transforming for you, your fifth house where Capricorn is, fifth house is also the house of fun. It looks like things are going to change for Virgo. Let's look at the action and advice. 3 of Pentacles. The Empress is also a 3. She's a major arcana. We've got the Hierophant. And we've got the Hierophant, which is Taurus. And the Hierophant can speak of marriage, commitment. This is true love. This is a soulmate connection. Virgo, for those of you, we've got a couple of 3s here. For those of you that have been dealing with another person in the past, the shift is here. The shift is coming. The karmic cycle has ended. You're being given a second chance. Okay, we've got the Church twice here. You have to keep your belief. The Hierophant is traditions. It's, you know, the Hierophant is Taurus. That's where Uranus is. Uranus is also here. This is radical change. Radical change. So breaking traditions, which is Taurus. Let's take the Fool. Virgo, for Virgo, please, Spirit, the Fool. The Fool. New cycle. Knight of Wands. Knight of Wands is the Sagittarian card for me, the Sagittarian Knight. He is driven by his passion. You may be dealing with someone who could be traveling for work. Someone is, no doubt, moving towards what they desire. This is quick as well. We do have 2 people that are in forward momentum, in movement. This could be a let's meet at a distance, let's meet somewhere in between. The Knight of Wands is someone who is very spontaneous. Virgo, for those of you that are on the cusp, yes, you are. You may have Leo in your chart as well. Leo is very creative. Some of you may be taking your creation to a distance, showing it to the world. Let's look at the divine position. What's this 3 of Cups? And we've got the Magician, which is your card, dear Virgo. This is Mercury. This is business. As above, so below. You are manifesting, yes. You've got the Fool and you've got the Magician as well. Now, for some of you, yes, someone may have been pulling the other person's wool over their eyes, being quite manipulative. Let's say this could be the truth, the shock coming to light. I'm not reading reversals. The Magician can be that. It can be information. Now, the 3 of Cups can also be a card of gossip, learning news through the grapevine, through others. There are many stories that could be unfolding here. But generally, dear Virgo, I see an amazing reading here. You are getting stable. The offer's coming in. What are you going to do? Are you going to take it? Are you going to come out of your cave and try and live it up? What's your next accomplishment? Are you wanting to connect to spirit? We've got 2 very spiritual cards. Now, the Emperor and the Empress, as I said, they can be obviously a couple. But we do have the Tower, which means there is a shift, and it's Pluto, which speaks of transformation. Let's take another card on this King of Swords. I want to see more about this King of Swords. And we've got the Queen of Swords. Very interesting indeed. This is also a couple. Could this be another side to the Emperor and the Empress? Queen of Swords, Aquarius, Gemini, Libra. The Queen of Swords, King of Swords, they could be legal representatives. The Queen of Swords I do see as someone who is making a ruling, a judgment calling. This could also speak of communication. Both people are holding back on their emotions. They're waiting to see, they're waiting for something to happen, for a cycle to end before they can come out and show what they feel strongly passionate about and where they want to take a risk. So many, many messages. Let's take some Sibillas. I want to take the Karma Dharma position. What's this judgment all about? We have Morte, which is death. 5 of Swords, which can speak of a love triangle. There's a change. Something is happening here. Someone is getting cut out of the equation. Here we've got Allegrezza Cuore. Again, there's 3 people. 5 of Cups. Looking at the glass half empty rather than half full. Let's take another card. And we've got Ammalato, low morale. 4 of Swords, which is slight depression. There is a transformation and a change happening here, but someone is not feeling up to it mentally. Someone is either not well, they're feeling ill, or this is just psychological difficulties where change, birth and transformation are happening, and therefore the Ammalato is someone that's not coping very well. And this is the 4 of Swords, which is the warrior, who is concentrating on those 3 of Swords, and he's taking a break, he's healing. So let's take another card, and we've got Belvedere, which is the 3 of Cups, being on the lookout or waiting for those ships to come through. Now, being on the lookout can also say that there's been issues of trust. She is with one eye open and one eye closed in this Belvedere. But I do feel that there is someone missing someone, and therefore that's why there is a move here. Someone is psychologically not happy. Wow. Dottore is the doctor, the healing. And this is Scorpio and death and transformation. There is healing, people. Whatever the transformation is, whatever has been lost, there's going to be celebration here, because there's another chance at a rebirth. Let's take another card. One more after the Dottore. We've got the Pensiero. We've got the Hermit, which is also the 6 of Pentacles. Again, this could be someone who thinks a lot about relationships, contracts. This could be a legal person. This could be someone who is doing their homework, the Hermit, which would be Virgo. 6 of Pentacles is equal giving and receiving. It looks as though he's looking at the contracts. Has there been equilibrium where the King and Queen of Swords are concerned? Now, this could also be generosity, giving, receiving. Libra can also be legalities, divorce, with Jupiter transiting through Capricorn. I'm going to take one card on the outcome here. Wow. 3 of Swords. 3 of Swords. There is some sort of a disappointment. Someone is disappointed. Can't even talk. Someone is being disappointed. Someone could be having health issues because of a disappointment. Let's take 3 Sibillas. Viaggio, the voyage. 3 of Wands. Someone was waiting. Now they're actually taking action and they're coming forth. Very much like the Knight of Wands, same energy. We've got Fortuna, which is the Wheel of Fortune, and Jupiter. 5 of Wands, conflict, of course, but also trying to build on something. This is change in luck. Someone is traveling from a distance. This is Jupiter and Sagittarius, but this is also the karmic wheel. It's the lucky wheel. Now, someone is not happy here. And we've got Speranza. Speranza is the card of hope. This is like the 8 of Cups, where someone is leaving those 8 of Cups behind and looking for those 2. So that's why I feel that Virgo may be leaving. Maybe leaving someone behind. Someone who could have been quite strict. The shift is happening in your house. Now, what is incredible is that Jupiter has just left for Virgo. It was in your 4th house of family. And now it's moved into your 5th house of creation and fun and true love, romance and fun and all those, taking a risk. 8 of Cups is spiritual growth, but it's also the card of hope. Some of you are hoping for a different outcome, hoping for a different love situation, a different outcome to what you had in the past. We do have soulmate. It says clearly decide what you want so that it comes to you now. Now, of course, as I said, Saturn is very slow moving. It may take a little bit of time, but yes, this is your soulmate. Yes, this is your soulmate, and it's worth the wait. What I'd like to do is I want to take a card on the 3 of Cups and the Magician. We've got the 10 of Wands, which says your burden is ending. The 10 breaks down to the Ace of Wands. Ace of Wands is that light going on, that spark beginning. Okay, you are beginning something new. Could be another creative venture that you're on. I want to look at the action and advice with the Hierophant there. And we've got the Page of Pentacles, which is something steady that is starting to grow. This is a message. The messenger is bringing you something stable, something real. And the Page of Pentacles, yes, could be a child. Okay, 2 cards just fell out. 9 of Wands and Page of Cups. We've got another page, which could be another water sign. Here we've got the Page of Pentacles, which could be Earth. But nevertheless, the Page of Cups could be an offer that's coming through unexpectedly. Could be something that's coming home. One of your children is bringing to you if you are a parent. But for those of you that have been waiting on stabilizing your life, you've been waiting for an offer. You don't believe it's coming, but it is. Now, who is it coming from? For each and every one of you, of course, it's going to be different. Whether it's the Emperor or the King of Swords, it's going to be different for all of you. I want to take one card on the Hermit and the 8 of Pentacles. And we've got the 5 of Pentacles, where 2 people are feeling disconnected here. They feel a sense of lack. That's probably why, dear Virgo, you're looking for answers. If you've been spiritually not on the same page with your partner, you've thrown yourself into work. We've got 8 and 5 is 13 Pentacles. Again, there's that Scorpio number, the 13. I want to take one more card on that 3 of Swords. Because I know someone will be disappointed. Let's take it. And we've got the Moon. The Moon, which is the full moon lunar eclipse in Cancer. That's not going to be an easy eclipse, dear Virgo. It's going to be a little bit shaky. You've got the intuition. You're going to see what's going to end for you. For some of you, endings are not easy, obviously. I'm going to take one more, Virgo. One more after that Moon. What does that eclipse, what's that going to bring Virgo? And it's going to bring Virgo the truth. Now, the Page of Swords it's another message. These are messages back and forth. Page of Swords could also be, sorry, just turning on the heater. Page of Swords could be a message of truth that's coming, a communication that has been hidden, could be disappointing someone here. So let's take my handwritten cards. I'm going to take a card on the Emperor, and I'm going to take, let's pick up the Sibillas. For those of you that have forgotten what those Sibillas were about, you can rewind the video, obviously. I'm going to take one on the Emperor, then on the Empress. then on the Queen of Swords, and on the King of Swords. I want you to know that these messages will not resonate with everyone. Okay, so just so you know, that's impossible. For some people, though, this is all their story. Let's take the Emperor here. I needed more in my life. We did try, but we just couldn't find happiness. I'm sorry. And this is the Eight of Cups. Now, of course, the messages can be flipped. Remember the Eight of Cups that I said with the Sibillas here? I needed more in my life. We did try, but we just couldn't find happiness. Could that be the Empress saying that to the Emperor? And we do have two couples here. Okay, the two air signs are people who are very open and very communicative. They speak their truth and they don't show their emotions. Okay, but the sword is also used here, which can speak of severing ties. Let's look at the Empress. I want to marry you. I want to share my life with you. Ten of Pentacles, which is the marriage card and the abundance card as well. So the Empress is hoping for marriage. She is looking for happiness on all levels. Let's look at the King of Swords now. We came from two very different worlds, but we can overcome this with our love. And this is the Seven of Wands. So obviously this King of Swords does have fire in his chart. Could be. Let's look at the Queen of Swords. Forever yours, with the Ten of Cups, says the Queen of Swords. Now, who is the Queen of Swords? Who is she telling this? We've got two tens with the Empress and the Queen of Swords. They're both holding tens. The King of Swords is willing to do the work. Could the Queen of Swords be also a past partner of the King of Swords? It could go any way. If this is your story, please rewind and watch it again. And as I said, take what messages you understand to be yours and leave what doesn't. Okay, it's impossible for one reading to give you all the answers. What I do know is that there is a soulmate connection here. The characters in the reading, you know who they are for yourself. Okay, both, you know, the King and Queen of Swords could be the Empress and the Emperor. Could be. This could be a couple and these could be the parents. Okay, now the Empress and the Emperor could be energies and not a person in particular. Let's take the angel answers, Virgo. Ready to get your question answered by Spirit? Have you asked your question? If you haven't, please pause the video. Virgo, please, Spirit. Ready? We've got a couple of cards. Within the next few months and big happy changes. Okay, dear Virgo, I don't think I need to read from the book for this. You understand what those messages are all about. Big happy changes can be on any level within the next few months. So it's going to take a bit of time. Saturn is, as I said, in your 5th house, which slows things down. It's quite heavy, but to tell you the truth, if I'm waiting on a soulmate and needing to wait for the next few months, it's worth every moment. There's no problem there. It is worth it. Once you know what you're expecting, and Virgo is very patient, obviously, there is no problem there. So I'm loving that for you, Virgo. There is a little bit of a mix-up with the characters, but I hope that you understand what this means for you. Okay, so I will let you go. I've got a lot to do. I've got to run. Thank you, dear Virgo. Sending you many blessings and just wishing all the best for you with these eclipses. It is on a collective scale. It's challenging times, but we know that whatever we end up with is what we deserve. Now, Virgo is very hardworking, so I do believe that Virgo will be rewarded. And of course, as I said, the eclipses are in a very positive aspect to Virgo house. So keep the chin up, be happy. Thank you, Virgo. Lots of love to all of you. Much love.